going to be so many pictures.
There we go.
Oh, I don't care. Is it working? I'm here, I'll see it.
That's recording.
As well. Live? Yeah. No live. Alright.
Okay.
We're just recording.
Quick, Carl, back you go. Run. Watch the potholes. You right? Yeah, I'm not that confident.
I got a big platter, or a vegan platter coming. I organised the tag where you
We'll let Carl get back and then we'll start.
Yeah. Am I allowed to wear Charlie's ring before challenge?
Well, that breeze is beautiful. Yeah. Perfect, isn't it?
So is that cloud.
Yeah. So good for photos.
Your voice is being out.
Yeah, this time yesterday it was like 32 degrees. Was it? Yeah, it was like, and then the storm came. But all that.
Oh, you're both behind the back boys. Oh, I'm in the pocket.
Okay, we all good to go?
No, yeah. You got to be different.
Oh, okay. We can all do it. I'm the man.
Ready, Calvin? Feeling good? All right.
So exciting.
Can we look? Are we allowed to look?
Well, we have to look.
Oh, let's look.
August afternoon, I can picture you walking with your father at your side. In the summer heat, California speaks softly like she's making up her mind. As I stand beside you, I say, baby, isn't it crazy that we are born only to die? Oh, but lately I've been counting my stars, 'cause I will spend my whole life loving you.
Maybe everyone could please stand now, that would be nice.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Won't take
everyone. Please take a seat. Hang on, I was about to say good afternoon, but it is now. It officially is the afternoon, so I can say it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Candice Wilson, and I'm an authorised Australian marriage celebrant. I'm so excited to welcome you here on Saturday, the 10th of October 2020, to the beautiful Dyck family home here in Talai, as we celebrate the marriage of Charlie and Rebecca. In the spirit of reconciliation, I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on where we meet. We wish to pay our respect to the elders past, present and emerging, and we recognise that this has always been a place of ceremony, family and love. This land has a rich history where many stories have been told for thousands of years, and now we'll just add Beck and Charlie's story to that history as well. To our lovely parents, Marie and Carl, Julie and Vince, Beck and Charlie love you all very much, and I'm sure you're feeling so proud today and every day. Do you want to give them a hug before we start, or do you want to just stay? Don't want to overwhelm you. Sometimes it's a circuit breaker and it helps a little.
You got the big steak.
Oh, sorry.
Now we also have an exceptional wedding crew up here with us. We've got Joe, Hayden, Dan, Deb, Sarah and Molly. Thank you, all of you. There's so much love and appreciation for all that you've done to support these two in the build up to today, and of course throughout their lives. So we appreciate you all very much. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now you've all travelled from near and far or within the border bubble to join in this celebration. So a big warm welcome to everyone for breaking through today. This community of family and friends means the world to them, and they're so thankful that you're here to share the day with them. On a day like today, your absent loved ones are never far from your thoughts. Some of your most treasured people obviously couldn't be here with us, but thankfully they are, because of the spirit, the energy and love that comes through all of you who know and love them. So on behalf of absent family and friends, I'm going to ask you to please show your support for this marriage by answering my question. So are we ready? Yes, nice loud voices. Very good. Will you happily and freely support this marriage by always offering unconditional love for this gorgeous couple?
Yes.
Do you promise to provide friendship, a kind heart and an open home as they continue their lives together?
Yes.
Perfect, that's all you needed to do. Now before we start the formalities, I'm going to invite Vince to come and share a few words with you. Do you want this? You don't have to. Okay. Do you want me
He asked me to write a few words for today. I said that I would, and then thought, shit, what do I say? My words, they just happen, they come and they go. And what they come out with, I just never know. But here it goes. We come here to celebrate with this couple today as their married life gets underway. A boy that I've known since before his first smile, and the girl that he loves as she walks down the aisle. A couple who always seem happiest as one, whether working in the garden or playing in the sun. Sharing together all they can find. Joined at the hip sometimes comes to mind.
True.
Life is for learning, it happens on the way. Which lesson you learn, you often don't know till that day. Lessons learned better with someone special in your life. That's why a woman takes a husband and a man takes a wife. Family and friends may also play a part. The advice that they offer will come from the heart. If it's wisdom you're after, you may have to look elsewhere. But for everything else, I'll always be there. But there's gonna be times there has to be those. And you'd really just rather punch the other in the nose. But this will subside and it will pass. I know your mom had to kick me once or twice up the ass. But love can endure. It's an amazing thing. It's not just a ceremony, a kiss and a ring. It may sometimes surprise with all the crap it can send, but then it'll reward you with something really good in the end. We'd all like to wish you the best things all your life as you start on this journey as husband and wife. So look after this girl and look after this boy. You'll end up with a life full of happiness and joy. The bestest couple you ever could find. And the best thing of all is that they're mine. And also I hope you've learned a few things from me. But maybe check with your mom which things they should be. Love you guys.
Maybe we should just get Vince to do the whole ceremony. Well done. Now, Beck and Charlie initially planned on marrying in tropical Bali, as I'm sure you had all booked to go along too. Now, that would have been a wonderful way to celebrate a relationship that spans 7 years, but now marrying in your family home is just as wonderful as Bali. And it's a touching acknowledgement to both of your strong family values. It's a pretty fabulous plan B. It's kind of ironic that you met while studying travel and aviation at uni, but now your love has been officially grounded. That was supposed to be funny. Obviously it wasn't. I tried. I actually wrote in brackets, it's really cheesy. Okay, moving on. Didn't work. Should have. During their study, it was a delivery, right? Yeah. Should have got you to do it, Vince. You're the superstar. During their studies, Beck saw through Charlie's cheeky boy charade and saw a glimpse of someone wonderful, even if he did trip her up, hit textbooks out of her hands and make fun of her. She grew to love and adore him with all of her heart. I think this playful behaviour was obviously just Charlie's way of flirting. Am I right? Yeah. Luckily, she understood this to be true because they share the same quirky sense of humour and their friendship just grew stronger and stronger. They had finally found their person, their buddy, and their partner in crime. Your greatest flirtatious move, Charlie, may have been saying that you didn't like to drink alone. So could Beck please come over and keep you company while you're watching you, girl? Beck happily did. And over time, Charlie built up the nerve to finally move in for a kiss and officially take her out of the friend zone. Everything changed from that moment on. You've lived your best lives in unknown local communities throughout Australia. You've explored overseas, all while supporting one another as friends, lovers, and pen pals. Charlie has even become a red wine lover thanks to Beck. In remembering how your relationship got to this point and what you've shared, Beck shared with me, she said, from the crazy house parties in Jabiru, wild weekends and music festivals in Darwin, to almost running out of running out of fuel in the outback with no cell reception, canoeing up Catherine Gorge or scenic flights over the Great Barrier Reef, we both got to experience a lot of firsts together and we met some amazing characters along the way. I think we actually made the best out of not so great situations, and it was during this time that we became extremely close. Charlie said, I love how well we fit together. We share the same values and visions for our lives. Also, we balance each other out where our strengths and weaknesses complement each other. She always supports me, even when that meant moving to live in the middle of nowhere. And she always makes me laugh, which is so important. Some of your favourite memories shared over the past few years have been your holidays locally and abroad, but a very special memory has to be your engagement story. I love that. So much thought and effort went into planning this, and I'm so impressed with how it all came together. But I want to share the short version, as described humbly by Charlie. Charlie said, I had a picnic set up under the trees. Hayden and Deb walked Beck down to me and I proposed. She said yes, obviously. We ate and we hung out for a bit. I loved it. It was reading two totally different things.
I literally wrote like half a page. Oh my God.
So the long version, as remembered by Beck,
Here we go, buckle in everyone.
it went, Charlie secretly planned a sister spa day for me and Deb. We got facials, massages and our nails done, and then we headed to the Gold Coast Botanical Garden. We walked over to the furthest corner of the park and there was Charlie with a bouquet in his hand and a picnic set up behind him. He had spent 24 hours making gluten-free vegan sausage rolls from scratch, rice paper rolls, lemon slice, and all of Beck's favourite things. He proposed and of course she said yes. He then surprised Beck with a 10-day holiday to Japan to celebrate, and she was so surprised and blown away. Oh, so I did condense your paragraph a little.
I was like, oh, you make me look bad.
Life has been good to you and at times a challenge, but you've got so much goodness to look forward to. With your dream home on acreage, with lots of space for gardening, chickens and beekeeping at the top of your to-do list. You know that as long as you have each other, your family, your friends and your health, that everything is always going to be okay. Because together you've nurtured a relationship that's based on trust, love and understanding. So now here we are, celebrating your marriage, your love story, your past, your present and your future, with some of your favourite people beside you, but I think this is most of them, is it? Yeah, we'll just say yes for today.
We're not going to say no.
No. You're like, oh, actually, someone's missing. So we're so proud to be here to support you both as we add to the next chapter of your love story. So let's get on with the formalities of the day and get you married. Woo! Are we ready? Yes. I'm going to come in the middle of you. Actually, I'll grab your vows. So today is not only a commitment between lovers, it's also an agreement between two friends. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to the law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of your witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you're about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Beck, will you continue to keep loving Charlie as you do with all your heart during the good times and the bad as your lover, friend, husband and confidant?
I will.
Charlie, will you always continue to keep loving Beck as you have with all your heart during the good times and the bad as your lover, friend, wife and confidant?
I will.
Wrong answer.
That's the hardest thing you have to do, right? Everything else is easy.
We're not saying yes anymore.
No. Who would like to go first?
Do you want me to? Okay.
We'll just say Charlie, hey? I'm hoping I gave you the right ones.
You can't actually read.
Rebecca, you're the love of my life, my best friend, and my all-round favourite person. I want you to know that I love you more than anything, and I'm excited to begin loving you as my wife. I love how much you make me laugh. This will be the only time I admit it in public, but you're the funny one in the relationship. I love that I'm taller than you, and that I'll always be taller than you. as long as you're not wearing heels. I love that you always stand by me and support me, even when that meant moving to Jabiru. I love how comfortable we are around each other and that we will have the best time together regardless of if we're doing the grocery shopping or traveling the world. And I just love how at peace I am with you. I promise to always love and support you and be a number one cheerleader. I promise to rile you up to the point you nearly hate me but are still laughing. Yeah. I promise to always keep the love in the relationship and continue having the best time together for the rest of our lives. I promise to always be your teammate and ensure we continue being the best team together. And finally, I promise to always be your best friend. I love you so much and I'm excited for our lives together.
Charlie. 6 years, 11 months and 15 days ago, we shared our very first awkward kiss as boyfriend and girlfriend. We've been practicing a lot since then, and today I am so honoured and proud to share our first kiss as husband and wife. You are the reason I am here today, so happy, confident, and madly in love. You pulled me out of my darkest time, dusted me off, and have been a beaming light of hope, strength, unconditional love, and resilience. You are truly my best friend, my favourite person, and most importantly, my booba. I'm so grateful I get to spend every day with you for the rest of my life. I love you so much. I love when you're being cheeky, that you giggle so hard your gums show. I love how you're the only person that can wind me up so much, but then make me crack and burst into laughter. I love that you are one of the biggest jokesters around, but you are so attentive, caring, and mushy with me. I love that you make life so fun no matter what we are doing. I promise to always be by your side, supporting you in whatever the future brings. I promise to do the best friend dance with you after an argument. I promise to always let you be Little Spoon. I promise to always cut your hair and I'll try not to complain so much. Most importantly, I promise to always love you and be your best friend.
So the rings that you exchanged today, they represent the bond that you're making. And when you're ever feeling a little lost or a little just unsure of things, just look at your band and remember who gave it to you and what it represents. And know that you'll always be supported by not only your husband, your wife, but everyone here that's supporting you today. So Joe, if you can please, maybe hand Bex to Charlie first. Start there.
The people here present to witness that I, Charlie James Dyck, take you, Rebecca Jane Hatton, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Now you two made these rings, didn't you? So clever. So Beck, just repeat after me as you place your hand on Charlie's left hand. I call upon
the
people here present
to witness that I,
Rebecca Jane Hatton,
take you,
Charlie James Dyck,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
So the ability to love and be loved is such an incredible one. And so I am so absolutely honoured and so proud to be able to pronounce you as married. Please kiss your beautiful wife, Charlie. So we're just going to complete the certificates of marriage with Julie and Marie with us as well. So for everyone else, if you can please grab a confetti and get it ready for our little confetti toss at the end. Won't be a minute. Yeah, that's her real name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to introduce to you the newest Mr. and Mrs. Van Dyck.
It's following with